Welcome y bienvenidos to Ahora Cuéntame, the show where we talk about this
That.
and everything in between.
in a way that we hope will make you laugh, cry, or at least want to keep listening. I'm Emmy, and these are my co-hosts Saul and Alex.
What up? What up?
Hola. Hello.
Se me olvidó mi nombre. So how are you guys doing?
I am doing great. I have a 4 day weekend ahead of me, so I am happy. Today's my last day of work.
4-day weekend?
Yeah,
I have
Labor Day
a
is Monday.
four I have a 4-day work weekend.
Holy fuck.
What
Wow.
about you, Saul?
No, I work Friday, but then I'm off Monday. I have my concert
Hey.
on Saturday.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you do.
Are you
Can we
So
talk about that a
excited?
little bit?
Yes,
let's talk. Well, Emmy, how was it?
it
Yeah,
was
I mean,
amazing. It was
every
everything. It was just everything and more that I wanted to experience. I feel like my inner niña, my 5-year-old self loved that.
Aw.
It was, it was healing. I cried like the whole time. And whenever they
Aw.
first came out, I started fucking shaking.
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
It was it was a lot, but it was so good. It was definitely like top 2, top 3 concerts I've ever been to.
I believe you. 100%.
Yeah. And like I was I was thinking, since it's been 15 years, they're all in their 40s, 30, late 30s,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
And I was like, oh, they're probably not gonna have the same energy, it's some viejos, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But no, they all brought it, especially Anaí. She she gave her whole pussy into that performance. She did so good. They all did so good. I'm so excited for you guys to go.
Yeah, I can't wait to update y'all. I'm the last one out of the three, so it's going this weekend, and I go in a month.
Um,
So, I've been seeing spoilers. A lot of our friends don't want the spoilers, so I'm not gonna go
mhm,
into detail.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, fuck, like I'm excited. I feel like a lot of people have been mentioning the word healing, and that's amazing. I've
Yes.
always That's what I love about music. Like I don't know if you guys have ever heard the term that music is just like the universal language,
Yep.
because
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
you don't need to know music in order to hear the same thing. Like we all hear the same thing. We all share the same emotions. If like a sad violin is playing, you know it's sad. If you know
Mhm.
people are playing drums, like you feel the beat, you know? So music is a
Yeah.
universal language, and all I've been
Mhm.
seeing is people talking about healing and like feeling better.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm really pumped.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
am too. Like I've been thinking about it like this week, and I definitely think that, and this is coming from the uh fake fan of the group, right? But I
Sorry.
definitely see myself uh getting emotional, crying during it all.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Um,
You
no,
definitely will.
guys.
I like I kind of went through a little bit like of a listen through
Mm-hmm.
on earlier in the week just to kind of
Mm-hmm.
kind of get back because I haven't
Refresh.
been listening to them yet much for
Yeah.
that reason, but I was like, what, let's get.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, so like, because like you just said, um the themes of a lot of their music, right?
Mhm.
It's definitely gonna hit. And
Hell yeah, absolutely. Their
I'm
music slaps on a whole other level.
Yeah.
um
And now that we're older and grown and we can relate to the songs, it hits so much more.
Oh yeah.
exactly, that's because that's what I'm like thinking. Like I feel like it's gonna have like a you're gonna be I don't know. I mean, you've already been through it, but you said you said it was top two.
Yeah.
I
Damn. That like really
Because
like just
what I was telling somebody earlier this week too. It's not only just like, oh, I like I like their music and all that, but and it's been forever since they've toured. This might be the last time, all that. But then and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I I mean I owe um knowing you two and a lot of other people to this band. So
yeah,
Mhm.
I think that
absolutely.
that's
Like
gonna come like go through my head at the same time. And so yeah, there's just a lot to process, and I'm excited, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, like it's here, and I'm kind of nervous for it too.
Are
Because
you
I want to
telling?
enjoy it. There's like pressure to enjoy it, and I'm just like, I hope, I'm not sick or something, like you just, I don't know. I
Mhm.
guess I
Knock
go
on wood, I
when I
guess.
when I think about this stuff. Yeah.
So
Oh my
you're
God.
telling me that if this podcast were to pop off and we make money out of it, we kind of owe them 10%?
Yeah,
Fuck.
Mm.
I would say 20.
Fuck. Hell no. Fucking pull Televisa on them. Just completely fuck them over.
Right?
But I'm really excited. I think we're gonna relive our childhood. Uh, I've been seeing
Hmm.
like, did you guys ever watch Victorious, like on
Yes.
Nickelodeon? It
Yes,
was
I
like
did.
Victoria Justice, Ariana Grande, Elizabeth Gillies, Ivan Hoya, I think is his name. There was one character called Robbie
Yeah.
Shapiro. His name is
With
Matt
his
Bennett.
my party or party, whatever.
He's doing like
Oh,
iParty 101 or something.
yeah.
Matt Bennett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt.
I want to go
Yeah,
to
did
that.
I not just say Matt Bennett?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
I, well, Matt Bennett's like the host. He's like the DJ for this.
Hmm.
And I'm like, all these people, all these productions are being made from like our childhood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't help but appreciate that they're giving me an opportunity to experience these concerts that I wasn't able to go to when I was little, right?
Right? Oh
Yeah,
my God. And
yeah,
also the novellas from when you were little,
yeah. That's what I was getting to. Like all of the Televisa novelas that we used to watch growing up, like with the little kids, like the ones that Belinda
yeah.
was in,
Yeah.
the ones that Dana Paola was in. All
Mhm.
those people that were in those novelas and had music are literally going on tour right now in Mexico.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and
crazy.
performing. So I'm just like, please, please, please come to the US. Like, please let me
Right?
relive
Mhm.
my childhood. And then, kind of like in a way, you're like almost healing again. That word I feel
Mhm.
comes with these concerts. Healing and
Yeah.
like reminiscing on your childhood, and
Mhm.
all these memories come back. And I feel like that's why people get very emotional. Like I've seen a lot of TikToks where people like just break down as to why they felt the way they felt, and it's like me crying at 3 in the morning with them.
I feel like
So,
I don't know if you can compare this, but like when a artist dies and like you can't ever see them again,
hmm
when these people like como rebelde, like they broke up, right?
hmm
They broke up and that was like the end of their characters and all that. And then so many other artists and all that do them, like the from the novelas from back then. And now that they're all doing it again, it's like we never expected to be able to like see this now that we're older because they were not a thing anymore. And it kind of
yeah,
to kind of it's kind of like I would have given anything to see certain artists that are dead perform, and in a way that's kind of the same because their characters were dead. Like, does that make
damn.
sense?
If Yeah, absolutely. Like if you guys could see anybody right now that like an artist that has passed away, and you guys could go to their concert one time only, who would it be?
Little peep.
Selena.
Really? Ooh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I think it would be Selena for me. Selena or like Tupac.
My parents saw her in Houston.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa, that's
in the
crazy.
Astrodome.
That is so crazy. I feel like Elvis was really like popular too, right? Like when we
Yeah.
weren't even born
Yeah.
whenever he
There's a
died,
lot of, yeah. And you
right?
know what? And you say, and like the thing is that like, and if you don't, you regret it so bad if you don't go to the show, like having the opportunity.
Oh,
I mean, I get like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
maybe tickets were like, they were prohibitively expensive or something like that. And okay, it is what it is. But
Especially
like, because
now.
I have had the opportunity to see Paul McCartney live,
Oh,
uh,
that's
and
dope.
and I didn't get to see him because I overslept.
Oh
He
my
was he
God.
was he was
Oh,
headlining at a festival, and he was, the headliner. So Saturday night, and I'm we're out watching shows all day, and I was exhausted. I pushed
Yeah,
myself a
you had to
lot, and
take a nap.
so I go back and I take a nap, and I wake up, and I'm like, oh my God, like it's
Fuck.
8 or whatever, and I'm like,
Oh
and I'm
no.
running back to running up to the what do you call it, the grounds, the festival grounds or whatever, and as I'm
Yeah.
like, so this was Firefly in Delaware, and you have to, like, you cross over this like highway to get from the camping site to the festival grounds. And as I'm
Mm-hmm.
running over that bridge, I see the fireworks in the air, and you can hear Hey
Ah,
Oh,
Jude playing like off in the distance, and you hear the crowd, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And
damn
so that was my
it.
experience with Paul McCartney. And I think it was like his 71st birthday or something like that. He was celebrating a birthday that night. So it was
Oh,
just so like
wow.
I'll never live that
Drop
moment
the ball.
down. I mean, I have a story from it too, but
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good two truths and a lie.
Oh,
Not
I
anymore.
saw.
we
Not for
should do
us,
more of
but
those.
yeah, those were really fun. You need to have more guests eventually.
Mhm.
Which I mean, we've been planning, like Saul and I have been talking about inviting certain people and doing certain things. So yeah, I think having guests on the podcast is fun, and it gives it like a new kind of like a new vibe. Not that our vibe isn't great, because I feel like we do as we've been doing this, I feel like we've been getting really comfortable with talking, and then being able to like um just connect and be able to have a good conversation without the help of so many extra things. I can't. Ever since we started the podcast, I had to fucking mention something from
What?
our last episode. Saul at the very end of last episode said, "I hope there's a mugshot of Trump by the time we record next time."
Oh my God, was
And
it?
there fucking absolutely is a fucking mugshot of Donald fucking Trump. Got booked in
Really?
Atlanta last week.
Post
Yes,
it. Post it in
I
Discord.
will. I will. I will
And
when I get.
the running joke that I like is that he is not the first character from Home Alone. He is not the first actor from Home Alone to have a mugshot.
Hey.
True.
Um, there's that little trivia nugget for you all.
Mm, that's funny. But yeah, Trump has a mugshot now. Um, it's been crazy here in
Yeah.
Atlanta. Just seeing the people protest and stuff. I haven't really gotten into it. I really don't know what's going on with him. I don't even know if he actually is booked in jail and currently like incarcerated, or if he's like
No,
out
he's
on
not.
bond.
He's not. He's
He's
yeah.
not. He's in
He's
there.
just he's just kind of like yeah,
Ooh,
just had the charges
yeah.
presented to him, and
Shit.
um
Okay.
I mean, you're the lawyer of the group. You should know.
Well, I
Right?
haven't. I'm saying I haven't looked into it.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
go
and
check
I'm
it.
not a lawyer yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
You think you'll
So,
be a good lawyer?
do I think I would be a good lawyer?
Yeah.
Considering what I'm trying to shoot for, which is immigration, I think yeah,
Oh,
a
okay, okay.
very good advocate.
Yeah.
So yeah, fingers crossed for that as well. But yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't been keeping Trump. I haven't been keeping up to date with Trump, other than the fact that Saul wanted a mugshot and we got him the mugshot.
You understand?
Huh?
You didn't post it.
It's online. It's online. I'm not gonna. We're recording a podcast. I'm not gonna take time right now to post
Man.
it.
I
Look for
will.
it on your own
I'll
screen.
give the people what they want and give them
I mean, I'll
live.
edit it when we're
When
talking about
you
it.
look
If you
back at
want to
this
tune in.
post in the Discord, you'll know that I was recording at this very moment.
True. I gotta ask.
What?
Have you still not watched Barbie, Alex?
No, I'm probably just gonna wait till it comes out, like
Okay.
on streaming platforms,
Just watch
because
it illegally.
no,
Why?
we just confessed to illegal shit last episode. Again, I don't plan on doing more illegal shit for a while because I actually been paranoid and I actually blocked a lot of people that were involved from my story when I
Are
shared
you
it.
serious?
Yes, I'm so dead ass. Yeah,
You're so
because
Mm,
serious.
Rosie called it out the moment she heard it on our group
dang.
chat. So why am I always bringing this bitch up too? Holy fucking shit! I need to. This bitch just fucking
She
blow up the
she did
table.
say she's gonna start charging for
Yeah,
content.
fuck her. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. I'll say it every episode if I have to.
Hey, what about you? So have you watched it or no?
I have not. No, I am
Um,
keeping that not in the movie theater streak alive.
okay, well
Um,
then we're having a movie night and we're watching Barbie.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd watch Barbie. I'd watch Barbie. Like if I don't
I
have to
would
go
watch
to a
it.
theater.
I would watch it for the third time because I liked it. I think it's slowly turning into like one of those comfort films
There you
for
go.
me.
Ooh, comfort films are like I have comfort shows. I don't know if I could off the top of my head give a comfort movie.
What are your
My
comfort shows?
Comfort shows,
Hmm.
The Office for sure,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
then honestly probably Stranger Things.
I've
Really?
never
That's
watched
good.
Stranger
Love,
Things.
love Stranger Things. Like
Never watched,
I liked it.
love it. Oh my gosh, yeah.
and
Like
they're literally recorded like an hour for me, maybe 40 minutes for me, and I've never
Yeah.
watched. Yeah, I never got into The Walking Dead either. They recorded 30 minutes away from me too.
yeah,
Never
they
got it.
did. I was
Um,
like watching like the very first few seasons, and I just got like, okay, like
yeah, I
that's
got
it,
hooked.
you know.
Yeah.
I have
Mm.
been watching, so my sister is much younger than me. She's been watching like she started watching Jersey Shore.
Um,
Oh,
And
you read my
so
fucking mind. That's
and
literally my
we've been
comfort show.
we when I can uh when I'm around I'll try and watch because she's currently on like the family vacation part now. And that's I never watched that. But I do remember like God, we were what in high school maybe at that time, and I remember my friends would come over like it was Thursday nights or something, and we just watch
Yeah,
Jersey Shore.
Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday
Thursday.
nights, Jersey Shore. Yeah.
Yep. Gym tan laundry.
For
So
those lucky enough to have seen um the photo of us doing a GTL night during our beach week.
that's funny. It's a really good show. Now they're older and they're still going at it.
I know. Like I admire them, honestly.
It's really good. I really enjoy them. They're funny.
I like their arcs too. Like, like I feel like as you watch them, like in the later, like family vacation, you do see them grow and kind of go through life.
Mhm.
And it is kind of like, oh damn, like it's not like they're not like the characters they used to be at
No,
all.
not at all.
Yeah, like their parents
Like
and
Mike is not an asshole anymore.
yeah.
Like the way he used to be. He's like he actually went to jail. Like when the first episode, like the first season of them back aired, he literally went to prison for I think what was it? I can't
It
remember.
was
Like I think like
not paying
tax
his taxes.
evasion.
Yeah, it was not paying his
Yeah, it was
taxes.
like
Yeah.
oh yep. So now Sammy's back, which fucking blew my fucking
Yeah.
mind
I'm not
when
there
the
yet.
promo went. Yeah, Sammy's back. She like the season of her coming back just aired like 2 weeks ago. I haven't watched it. I haven't been able to watch it. I've been watching other shit. Um, a lot of like the Jersey Shore, but like the original Jersey Shore. And they tried to do other like revamps of it, like they did like an out like Floribama Shore.
Yeah.
I can't remember a single character's name.
I never watched it.
I did because they would always go to the beach that I go to in the summer. So I was like, maybe we'll catch them somewhere. And I remember like 3, 4, 5 summers ago, we saw like a lot of like MTV crew at this club that's in PCB. So I'm sure they were recording there. And then I remember Googling like the house they were staying at. We were able to see it. But other than that, didn't care to watch the show. And then Atlanta got a Buckhead Shore. There's no shore in Atlanta. I'll never understand why they did that. It didn't pop off. It didn't air on TV. It aired like on MTV, like online.
Huh.
And yeah, Jersey Shore all the way. And then they've done like Acapulco Shore, and there's other
I've never
versions
heard of any of
around
them.
the world. Acapulco Shore is like a Mexican version, but I stay true to my roots. Jersey Shore, Jersey's. That's all I need. That is definitely my comfort show. If I need to crack up, all I need to see Snooki and JWoww and Vinny and Polly drunk as fuck with Dina, and then Sam and Ronnie fighting.
Don't forget about Angelina.
Mm.
That bitch was like in 3 episodes.
What are your comfort shows? You gave us a comfort movie, I mean, but what do you have shows?
Oh, Well, my actual comfort movies, it would be Twilight and Coraline, and then my shows would probably be Teen Wolf and Prison Break.
Ooh, Teen Wolf is really good.
I love Teen Wolf. I've seen it so many
Actually,
times.
Prison
Teen
Break
Wolf
was a
is
great
doing
show too, man.
never watched Prison Break,
Oh my God,
but
it's so good.
never watched Prison Break, but Teen Wolf, they're actually doing a reunion like an hour away from me where they recorded.
Really, a reunion?
All these shows filmed around me. Teen Wolf, Vampire Diaries, Ozark filmed around me. Um, but yeah, they're doing a reunion. You should look into
Oh, I
it.
don't know that.
You should look into Tyler's Instagram. I know about it.
Okay, okay. I see.
Yeah, give you a reason to come over
To DC?
to the A. No, to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You're in Atlanta. I forgot. I've
Hmm.
been there before, and you guys have some weird ass bugs. You have like those hairy, furry, big, thick caterpillars. They're so nasty.
Okay, they didn't do anything for you, and I'm an advocate for them.
No, they're nasty.
So I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Like when I was little, I remember being traumatized. Like they were everywhere. Like they were everywhere like leaves. Like you know how like in the fall, like the leaves fall and they're everywhere? That's how
Mm-hmm.
the fucking orugas were just
Oh,
chilling in the
really?
fucking ground. Yeah, it was nasty.
Huh.
And then big ass spiders and like it was just not a good experience.
Might not want to go to Florida then.
I've been to Florida.
Florida has a lot of creepy shit.
I like Florida. It's just hot
Speaking
there.
of, I remember a few years ago, people had this Florida man birthday challenge. Have you guys ever heard of
Oh
it?
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that.
So like Florida is fucking crazy for like the craziest headlines in the States. So people started Googling Florida man and then their
Uh,
birthday.
I'm gonna look mine up right now.
So I don't need the year, but like let's search up Florida man
Okay, I'll do mine too.
November 26th. Oh my holy fucking shit. It says Florida man jailed after woman found with hatchet wound. Florida man arrested for attempted murder after woman after it says Florida man arrested for attempted murder after woman rushed to hospital with hatchet protruding from head. Bro, this was last year. A Florida man
Dang.
was arrested for attempted murder after a woman was transported to the hospital with a hatchet protruding from her head.
It's
Saul,
possible.
what's your birthday?
Mine says, "Are you ready for mine?" Mine says, "Florida man dressed as Fred Flintstone pulled over for driving footmobile." There's another
That's
one, I
great. That's pretty great.
guess. I mean, that's a decent one, right? What I want something more
Yeah,
salacious
that
though.
was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was really
Um,
good.
ah,
Something a little something more gruesome.
yeah. Like, what about naked burglar bursts into Florida woman's home, tries on her clothes, rolls around in yard?
Hey yo. I mean, what about you? Did you Google it? Want me to Google it for you?
Yeah, for me, it says Florida man with Florida shaped tattooed. Wait, hold on. Florida man with Florida shaped tattooed on forehead arrested after calling 911 for a ride home. That's it.
What?
That's
He
what
got
keeps popping
arrested
up.
for calling an Uber, which
Yeah,
was
no, for
911
calling 911
for an Uber ride.
instead of ride home. Yeah.
I mean,
I
isn't that
guess.
their job to
I
help the
mean,
No,
I
public?
guess it's technically like you're like
that's not an
like
emergency.
calling, yeah, like 911 for something that is an emergency. Like people get like in trouble like when their kids call 911 and stuff.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Have you guys did you guys ever do that growing up? I
No,
did.
but I did with like you know how like if you hold like if you press like the side button on your phone too many times, it does like
Mm-hmm.
the SOS 911 call. I've
Yes.
done that before
Oh
Yeah,
by
no,
I've done
accident.
something like that too.
I called the cops when I was a little kid.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Just me calling them. Like you remember those house phones, the old ones, like the heavy ones.
Hmm.
I don't know how I called them, and I called them, and they pulled up to the house. My parents were
Have
freaking out.
have you guys ever had to call the cops for like a real reason?
Yeah, like people breaking in the house and stuff.
What the hell? What happened there?
Yeah. I just remember I was still in high school at the time, and I just remember it being like late at night, and which had like one of those glass doors that slides.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember like it shaking under my bed, and I was like, "Oh my god, somebody's outside! Somebody's outside!" And I remember looking through the window, and it was like three guys outside, like just trying to
Damn.
force it. Yeah. So what my dad did was he got one of those like a it was like a slab of wood almost, like those big thick pieces of wood,
Mm-hmm.
and he put it on the side where the door would slide
Mm-hmm.
diagonally so it wouldn't open anymore to an angle.
Oh, okay, smart.
Yeah, so nobody would be able to open it. And yeah, it was scary. It was before like we never got the house fenced, but it was really scary.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I've had to call the cops nine like multiple times for like a lot of reasons. Like my mom, well, yeah, like my mom passed out once, and that was
Oh.
us four, yeah. And like the ambulance came, and the fire truck came, and cops came, and the neighbors came because they didn't know what was going on. And I was like crying like a little fuck. My mom's dead. My mom's dead. And everybody was like, "Your mom's dead." Yeah, she was going through it, bro, at the time. And that was my first time riding an ambulance. Pretty
Really?
traumatic. Pretty traumatic, but yeah,
I've had
but
to I've had to ride in an ambulance, but like not like because a buddy of mine on his 21st birthday was just too drunk, and the
oh
police
wow.
officer that drove by, like he insisted that an ambulance take him to the hospital. Um
Oh wow.
and me just in that state was like, I'm gonna go with him. He's my friend.
No.
And so I'm at the hospital, like just I buy this orange juice from the vending machine and I spill it
Hmm.
on the in the floor of the waiting room. Um, I was just a mess, and I fell asleep like on one of the chairs until somebody came and picked me up because what was I going to
Oh
be doing there? He was going to be there all night. So,
Really?
yeah, but only time
damn.
I've been in a ambulance, and I mean I have had to call the police before, but I don't know if I'd go into that into too much detail. But
Yeah,
my car was stolen, but I knew who it was.
Oh, what
oh,
the hell?
that's a little touchy.
It's probably
Yeah.
Alex.
That was probably me.
No, I did not have a truck at the time.
It was probably me. But yeah, guys, if you're listening, Google Florida man and your birthday and comment it below and let us know um, what headlines occurred on your birthday. Because some of them get pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Emmy, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can elaborate a little bit.
Hmm.
Maybe Saul has had this doubt or has noticed this too. But why do girls always go to the bathroom in a herd, in a group? Why do
Because
y'all feel the need to go together?
okay, so
What goes on?
one, it's the buddy system. You never want to go by yourself because you don't know qué te puede pasar. And
Mm,
then two, you don't want to get
uh,
lost because usually it's like I feel like usually the places where I've had to have someone go with me, it's like places that are crowded or big or just easy places to get lost,
mm-hmm.
especially if you're not a giraffe. And then also, if you go to the bathroom and you need something, or if you want to make sure that you look okay before going out, or if you need, to touch up,
Oh,
or
okay,
to
okay.
gossip, chismear, to be like, oh, what do you think about that guy? Or, like, fuck that bitch, stuff like that. So,
Damn, y'all are fucking wild.
yeah.
Well, like imagine if guys did that though.
You don't?
No,
Oh, you do that
no, I
too?
don't go with my posse. like all the boys in the table, like, guys, me quieren acompañar al baño, porfa, tengo que ir.
No, I
Like,
usually go with one person. That's it.
no, like my sister and my cousins like van juntas. Like it'll be like 10 of them, and I'll be like,
What the
do y'all
fuck?
do
No,
y'all
that's I don't
fit?
think that's normal.
Do y'all fit?
That's why there's lines. All y'all are
That's
going at the same time.
true. That's a
True.
conspiracy theory. Are the girls' lines to the bathroom always longer because they choose to go in groups?
No, that's not why. We take longer in there. We have to sit, pull down our pants, pull them up, wipe. Si hacemos caca, wipe our ass. We
Ew.
have to make sure that we wash our hands. I feel like we just take longer in there. But also, I was gonna say something. Se me olvidó qué iba a decir. Oh
Sorry about
yeah,
that.
at the Rebelde concert, me and my sister were gonna go to the restroom, right? And we go in the line. There's like at least 100 people, if not more, in line just for the girls' bathroom.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was long. Like the line wrapped.
Huh. Well, I've always
Yeah,
had that doubt. I've always wondered why girls like to go in their little groups to the restroom, but that makes perfect sense. I mean, especially like with everything that goes on these days, buddy system
Uh-huh.
is a valid reason.
Yeah. And like sometimes I me ha tocado like I have to go with like a friend in the same stall and shit.
like to not wait for another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I can see that. That makes sense.
Or like you know how como sometimes there's like the family restrooms that it's just one stall and like one like there's only one restroom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sometimes we have to go in there like together so that we can chismear.
While there's a
Yeah,
family trying to change their baby's diaper.
You know
Shoot.
I
what I
feel
better do?
like
Fuck
like
them
the
kids.
men's restroom is kind of like, I mean, I think it happens also, but I just don't think like I
To that
think it
extreme.
well, it kind of happens like I don't know, like you go in there and there's like there's all these random people in there, but like I don't know, I feel like everybody like people strike up conversations in line all the time, right? And then it's just like so it's I can kind of see like where like yeah, you don't want to be like if you're gonna be waiting for 5-10 minutes, you want to have somebody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I
What?
can kind of see that, like where there is like, and there's just random debauchery that happens in a club or bar bathroom, right? Just
Yeah.
people like being, varying levels of talk, uh, inebriation, right? Just some of, sometimes it's entertaining being in there, seeing somebody do something or whatever. But, um, I mean, do you all have like somebody like every now and then you'll go to some places and the bathroom there's like somebody in there that like they'll bring in like cologne and like gum and just like random stuff. They even sell like condoms and stuff for like right,
Yeah.
Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's always
I've seen them though. I mean at the clubs that I've gone to,
yeah.
there's people at the ends of both of those entrances, like even like with like toilet paper and stuff and like soap to wash your hands. They're
I
like
have yeah.
they're like, give me like a tip or something so I can give you, paper towels and soap to wash your hands with. And then they have gum and they'll have like mints and stuff, condoms. It's like because dude, the club life, nightlife is a whole other atmosphere. It's crazy.
It's like those the Atlanta strip clubs. Like
Yeah.
don't the bathrooms look like bodegas? Like you can
Yes.
buy chips and like soda and stuff in there. Like it's like they got like sports on and stuff. Like in there.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures, yeah.
For us,
Yeah.
it's not too often, but sometimes there is people like some lady in the bathroom
Hmm.
that is giving out like napkins or like usually it's just like the basics like napkin or tampons or like shit like that for the bathroom, but never like perfume or makeup or anything useful.
So let's play the
They
scenario.
want a tip.
Let's play the scenario that like we're estamos en el antro nosotros, right? Unts, unts, unts,
They want a
unts,
tip for
unts,
handing me
unts,
a
unts,
paper towel that I could have grabbed by myself.
and
Yeah,
then
see
music.
that's I sometimes don't like that. Yeah, like or like the soap, like because now you're encouraging people to maybe not wash their hands, which I don't.
Which is fucking gross as hell
Yeah.
because then
Yeah.
somebody's like, "¿Quieres bailar?" And you're like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And they
Or
just
they're
got done
handing you a
wiping
drink.
their, they just got done wiping their ass, and they didn't wash their hands because they're too broke to tip the lady to buy soap and paper towels. Y yo, dale, vale, bailemos, bailemos,
Honestly, but like
uns.
just pour some alcohol in your hand and you're good to go.
That's actually very true.
I don't
That's
know
actually
if it's like enough though, because
like
it's only
uh,
40%. Don't you need like
like a
70% to kill
shot of
germs?
like I feel like a shot of vodka in your hands would probably kill the majority of germs.
Um, maybe if it's like Everclear or something.
That's vodka,
Yeah,
right?
I don't, but I don't
Isn't
think
it?
people are paying. Like
I think
if you're
so.
not tipping like
True,
the
that's
dollar for
true.
the napkin, you're not buying a shot of vodka to wash your hands with.
Oh, damn, that's true.
Like you don't
I
care.
mean,
You're on you're what is it? You're in goblin mode at that point.
You know what? I just remember that whenever I go to like bars or like clubs or stuff like that, I love hyping girls up because then they get like, oh, we're friends now. And they'll like get you shots, they'll get you like tables and shit like that. The last time that I went, I got
yeah.
like I think I got 3 shots for me and my friend. So we got like 6 shots, 6 free shots. And then we got into a VIP area because one of the girls that worked there, we had like we were talking to her earlier and we like ordered drinks from her and
Hmm.
tipped it. So she let us into like the VIP area. And then they let us in for free after we had left and shit and it's so fun.
Damn.
Yeah, like the those are fun, like the just right, like coincidental, just like what 30-minute hour long friendships that you form with people
Yeah.
sometimes at those types of
Like
things,
in
but you're
life.
never to be seen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for real. You do tend to become friends with like the bartenders and stuff.
Hmm.
Hmm. Or
Even
just
the
like
like literally the lady that's selling the little concessions at the restroom, like she like like after you've, I mean, I haven't gone in a minute, but like she would always be there. I wonder what she's doing now, but she would always be there and she'd be like, "¿Cómo le estás pasando? La, 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 la." She would just talk it off as I was waiting to like pee, right? So you're right. You do build those relationships.
Hmm.
I haven't gone in a minute though
You should
to the
go this.
club. I
You should
need
go
to
on your
go.
4-day weekend.
Well, we were trying to go because my sister's getting married in a week, but
Oh,
it's not really working out right now.
go by yourself.
So, dude, I feel like I have to do it at some point. Just go by myself at the club to the
You
club.
do. You'll have so much fun.
I feel like that too, and then like you also have just like after the fact, right? When you're seeing people just out on the street, buying food or whatever, two,
Hmm.
3 in the morning.
The hot
I think
dogs.
that, yeah, or like in my case, well, over here we don't really have that, like vendors outside and stuff like that. I mean, you'll it's mainly like jumbo slice pizza or
Oh, okay.
Bro,
what else? I guess the McDonald's of the
do
world or
you
the fast foods of the world, but
do
then you'll have
you
empanadas and
Oh,
falafel is big around here, like chicken shawarma and stuff like that. Late night.
Yeah, it's yours because you're in DC.
Hmm.
Let me tell you something. When you come to the A, you come and party. The one thing that everybody's gonna want at the end of the night after drinking is Waffle House.
Yeah.
Nothing slaps like a greasy, 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 cheesy, bacony disaster of a sandwich with
I don't
hash
think that would
browns.
smack for me.
Huh?
I don't think that would smack for me.
Bro, that, oh my god. I can like eat Waffle House every day. It's so good. You don't fuck with Waffle House?
Oh my
I've had
God.
it once.
Choose your words wisely because half of
We
Atlanta is listening right
yeah, but I've had it once and I don't remember really. I mean, like it must have been good, like, but it wasn't, I had Waffle House though in the morning. So I know that it's a different It's a different
I fuck.
animal
I go
having
for breakfast at Waffle House too,
Waffle House like at like
but
2,
it is
3 in the
different.
morning.
It is different after a couple shots. Like
Yeah.
after like estar like perreando y bailando toda la noche en el desmadre, and there's like everything's closed, and the one thing that you always see is those bright yellow lights up in the sky that say Waffle House.
I think this concludes our episode for today.
Yeah.
Eso es todo por hoy. If you have any topics you'd like to hear us discuss, feel free to let us know on our socials. You can find us at Ahora Cuéntame Podcast on Instagram, TikTok,
Yep.
and YouTube, and Ahora Cuéntame on Twitter
On
and
X.
Spotify as well as Ahora Cuéntame.
Yep.
And lastly, if you
Yes.
have not done so, join our Discord server if you have not. We will leave a Discord invite in the description so you guys can join the community and be up to date with this, that, and everything in between. Hasta luego.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye, guys.